Good evening. My name is Ben, and this is Bruce, and we are co-founders of Make 717. Now, at Make 717, we have a very simple tagline of Make, Share, Learn. So if you leave here remembering one thing, well, let's call it three things. Remember, Make, Share, Learn. That comes from a principle that we believe that you learn better when you make something, when you use your hands. And you can make something better when you share resources and you share ideas. Since the beginning of time, mankind has been makers. We've made tools to improve our lives. And whether you're making blanket forts or rocket nozzles, everyone in this room is a maker. Our mission is to bring that making out of the basements and garages and bring it into the community. We're trying to turn do-it-yourself, DIY, into DIT, do it together. So how is that done? Across the globe, there are over 1,000 maker spaces. This is a space that functions very much like a gym membership where people can use shared tools and equipment. It's kind of like co-working space, like the Candy Factory, only a bit noisier. It's based on the principle of applied learning with hands-on project-based experiences. It does something that's a challenge for the current educational system. It's an environment for interaction and a place of lifelong learning. But there's none in Lancaster County. So we've opened up the Make 717 Innovation Center. It's Lancaster's first makerspace, and we've tailored it for the community. We've listened to the people that have come to our sessions, and we've added 3D printers, electronic test equipment, computers with specialized software, wood and metal machining tools, and we're working on getting a laser cutter as well as wearable creation tools like industrial sewing machines. But we have a bigger vision. We hope that this will be a place of creativity. We hope that this can be a place where you can have a guided experience with project mentors that can walk you through the development of your idea, where entrepreneurs can come and build prototypes on equipment they couldn't otherwise afford. We hope that this is an area where others can help each other learn and build. It's something that Thaddeus Stevens College of Technology has done so well over the years. And we're going to spread it to youngsters, college-age students, adults, and retirees. We hope that every man, woman, and child in this room would find a reason to come to the Innovation Center. So who would we expect to come? Well, these are some folks that are already coming. Joel is an entrepreneur. We have Phil, who's sitting in the room way back there. Wave your hand, Phil. He's a retired hobbyist. We have Adam, a high school student. And Nancy is a part of our leadership. She's teaching a young girl to solder.
So it's absolutely time for Lancaster to have a makerspace. They're all over the US and the world right now. So maybe the Pope is visiting a makerspace in Philadelphia or New York City. It's quite possible. Rocklitis thinks it's time. They've approached us about organizing a makerspace. We've had over 200 people at meetups at the Candy Factory and Warehouse D in the last year for a makerspace. So it's time for a makerspace. What would you do at a makerspace? You bring your idea there and you build a prototype of your idea, something that you wanted to do all your life. You also, you can interact with experts who have done these things for 200 times every day at their job. You can come there, you can become part of our youth outreach, maybe do soldering sessions for young people at Lancaster Science Factory. You can do just about anything here with the equipment that we have and work with. So it takes some money to start this up a good bit, you can see. We have 2 people that have set up the electronics area and the model machining areas in this program. You can see there's some other cash. We've also recently got a $12,000 grant from the Workforce Investment Board to put 4 3D printers in our area to set up everything for what we need there. So what would you do in the makerspace? How would you pay for it? What would we do? So if we have 70% of all the money of our operating costs and all the equipment are going to come from our membership fees, which you can see here. The rest, 30% of our equipment and future larger spaces are going to come from grants and donations, which you've already heard a little bit about. In the first year, we can make $35,000 with just 35 members and 30 student members and workshop income. That our future, additional larger space, paid makers, satellite specialty areas, and over 200 members. And I always say first Friday, but next Friday is our opening date. We're at 1100 East Orange Street. That's on the branch campus at Thaddeus Stevens College of Technology, or you might know it as the old Osteopathic Hospital. And I think I always try and do this, but I can't do it. So the three things to remember: make, share, learn. That's what we're accomplishing. Thank you.